Idea behind this is we all know about having dual broadheads, fixed broadheads, having to switch out replacement blades and things like that. Our view is this is a gauge that we're going to use as a sample of saying, hey, if you can't pass this test, your broadheads are gold. And it needs to be addressed. I mean, obviously you can always get sharper by leather dropping and taking it a whole other level, but we're talking about bow hunters who want bare minimum to get the job done. So the idea is if I run this broadhead on here like so, I already cut all those. There we go. See how it rides up? And it's not actually cutting through it? Obviously, in my opinion, that's a dual broadhead. Our view is that when you have a dual broadhead, it's going to reduce your penetration, it's going to reduce your blood trail, causing the wound to clot up much faster, making obviously tracking a fun job. Every one of our broadheads, or every one of our sharpeners has clip codes on them, like so. Yeah. We've already done some preliminary work here where we've actually got clip codes. So you can look up, this will get bigger, obviously. This is what I had in the shop to work with. But obviously, as it goes on, I mean, it's going to be like this, you know. But the G5 Striker, for instance, let's look at that one. That's a G1 and G1. So what I'll do is, I'll make my adjustments here like so. When I'm on a 1, I'm actually on the letter. When I'm on a 6, I'm in between the letters. What's new? Okay. And it's just 1 and 6, so you really don't need to be in between at all. We actually built it more micro adjustable than really was necessary. Yep. The end result is, so that's how I'm going to adjust my individual pitch for each individual broadhead. For the windage on it, you'll see there's a little screw, button head screw right there. What I'm going to do is I can put my Allen wrench in there, and I can effectively change the width, or the gap between the two stones. Just equally moving them apart, bringing them in. Essentially for the different ferrule sizes, there's so many different ferrule sizes. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and take this, put this on here. And let's say, once again, like I was dull with this Muzzy here, I'm just going to put that on there, and you'll see I moved the blades, or the stones where it's just catching the blade. I don't want to be contacting the actual ferrule. And all I'll do is I'll just go 5 strokes on each side. What we've got so far is turn it like so, and repeat the process. And essentially what's going to happen as I'm doing this, I'm slowly but surely rebuilding up that edge back to like it was when it was new. Now, as I'm doing 5 strokes, as we know, when you do a lot of strokes, you're building a burr over. So what I want to do is I want to start ramping down. So now I'll do 4 on each side, and so on and so forth. As I continue on, I'll go down to 3, 2, and then 1. And when I get to that point, when I'm at 1, I'm very lightly dragging it across. When I'm done, if I did my job correctly, over there, this should cut through there like butter if I did my job correctly. You know, obviously, this one here actually sanded the crap out of it a little bit ago, but the point being is it should slice through like butter. You can see it struggling a little bit, because I only did 5 and 4. So if I take it down where I go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, it'll cut through there like butter. And what I'm doing is actually my demo, I'm taking sandpaper. Not really. Yeah, so this one's toasted right now. I actually got to go through it and resharpen it completely. The general gist is that's the idea behind it, is that what you're going to do is, as you sharpen down, you can actually resharpen this back to brand new, very, very sharp.
This has been a presentation of BowHunterPlanet.com. Join the hunt.